You are listening to Not Your Average Podcast in the 716 with your host T and Mike on the Built in Buffalo Podcast Network.
Allen slinging it towards the end zone. It's caught. Beasley for the touchdown.
Okay, we can hear now. Okay,
Maybe they gave Cam Newton, but it wasn't working. So scapegoat or not, it wasn't working. And I've always had this theory that any great otherworldly talent, like Kobe Bryant, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, needs a stronger coach, a guiding light, a mentor. I mean, Tiger, the stronger the coach, the better the golfer, less trouble he got in. You need a guiding light. Tom Brady is the GOAT, but Tom Brady was kept in check by his own limitations. He never, veered into ad-libbing and uncoachable or difficult to coach or undisciplined. Tom knew what he was. All athletes do. And Tom knew what he wasn't. But when you get a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen that can win games with just otherworldly talent, they will bulldoze coaches. You have to have the strongest coaches. Mahomes couldn't even win in college. He wins Super Bowls in the NFL. Because in college, his coach just let him be great. But even great goes sideways. So freakish talent has limitations. So
what's up, everybody? This is Not Your Average Podcast. And, no, that's Mike's thing. That's yours.
Listen. Yeah, I mean, he was spitting facts, though. Facts. But listen, welcome, everybody. If you don't know where you at, that's crazy because you've been here before, I'm sure. But if you haven't, I'll let you know. I'm Mike. That's T. Anywhere we at, we in a place to be. Shop 143, and this is Not Your Average Podcast in the 716. You heard the name.
You heard it. Go Bills. Oh, what's up, y'all? We're back again, and we're, I mean, it is what it is, right? I guess it is what it is. We spoke last week. Nothing's changed. So we're here. We're here. The Bills lost again. They're going on their second losing game against the Broncos, 24-22. We are 5-5. And we have a game on Sunday. Oh,
it was 23-21.
Was it? Okay, whatever. Yeah. I mean, we lost.
Yeah, it was
so we 30% tile, 33% to make the playoffs, and we're sitting second in the AFC East. And it sucks to be a Bills fan right now because we don't know if we're going to make the playoffs. How you feeling, Mike?
I just, it's just the level of frustration that you don't want to feel again from being a Bills fan. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we're in that pocket. And it's just horrible to go through another year with, yet again, some devastating injuries and some even more devastating losses. So that's where I'm at. I'm on the toilet with no tissue.
Oh.
Like that?
Oh, okay. I think I like it. You might want to call somebody in.
We trying. That's what we doing.
Yes. Thank you, John. I did see some of his.
First time I watched a smidgen of it.
I got to go back and watch it. I have not watched it.
Right.
What I did watch, I like the fact that he's uptone. I like the fact that he's out there with the guys, practicing, running some routes, say.
Right.
But a different vibe. But so let's get into it.
Right.
This team is not good. Let's just be quite honest right now. This team is not good, and I might be overreacting. But for my eye test,
they're not performing as good as they are.
Right.
The level of talent we have on our team versus the output is not matching.
Right. For sure.
Period. You know.
At the end of the game, in the pressers, you know, Josh just looks like he's kind of defeated, and something had to happen. We knew something had to happen after that debacle with the 12 men on the field, right? And I went to bed saying someone needs to be fired.
Right.
And I hate that you know, someone has to lose their job. Again, I get the whole, it's someone's job. I understand that. You know, I if I wasn't performing at my job, I would be fired.
If you burn all the burgers, you can walk and keep that shirt.
Right.
That's it.
Right. If I go into my job and have a meltdown and talk to one of my clients in a certain way, I'm going to be fired. I'm going to be fired. Period.
Expeditiously.
Right. Just leave.
just hey, I'll have a box for you. I'll have somebody take it to you, but you got to go like now. Sorry.
Yes. And I think I've said this plenty of times before that I thought that Ken Dorsey and Josh Allen wasn't a great match. I've said that. I just thought that Ken Dorsey was kind of a quote unquote pushover from my eyes. I just thought that Josh needs
he don't need a yes man.
No, he needs one of those male figures that is an alpha. He needs an alpha. Right.
He needs a guy. Hey.
Right. And Ken Dorsey, I just always felt that he wasn't the balance for Allen.
He's like, hey man, we'll figure it out. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
All right.
They never figured it out.
They never
figured it out.
There's
and
no
John
fuel.
says this.
Joe sounds strong, and Josh needs that. You're exactly right, John. He needs somebody, like he said, like an alpha. We need an alpha dog that will put him in his place and really give him the correct guidance so he can perform like Josh Allen. We know the Josh Allen that we love to see. And somebody needs to pull that out of him, you know, and really just like hone it in. You know what I'm saying? It takes a special person to do that. And Dorsey was not that guy.
No, he wasn't. And if you're living on a rock, and I'm sorry that you were, Joe Brady is now the intern.
Interim?
Yeah, the OC. Interim. Thank you. Interim. OC. And you know what? He might bring some, what I've seen and heard about Joe Brady, he brings play action and he brings motion to this offense, which we have been missing, right?
Right.
I also hope that he can help Josh with staring down wide receivers, because that's a problem as well.
Yeah.
Now, do I think Joe Brady is the long-term OC? No. And the reason
we gotta think though. That's up to him. That's up to him.
Up to who?
That's up to him. That's up to Mr. Brady.
Right. I mean, it ultimately is up to Sean and Brandon Beane. But
it's up to Brady, because if you perform,
no, I get what you're saying. Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you have what, 6-7 games? This is week 11, right?
Right.
So you have 7 games to perform that to say that you are the guy. And then ultimately, they're going to examine, they're going to look over, they're going to assess and say, all right, he was good in these areas. He changed things around. You know, him and Josh have a connection, blah, blah, blah. So, yes, ultimately, this is your gig for now. You're being assessed.
Right.
And I think that these guys, ultimately, these players will step up to the plate, because if not, then you know why? It wasn't Ken Dorsey. It was you guys.
Right. And I feel like instead of getting rid of a whole bunch of players, you just get rid of one dude, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes.
Right.
I seen that. Don Shula's, my bad. Mike Shula. It will
Mike
be calling
Shula.
Yeah, you know who that is. That's the Shula tree. The Shula tree.
Shula tree. Hey, not a bad tree.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, yeah, Miami.
Not a bad tree.
Right. Yeah.
Not a bad tree. So.
But let's get into some of the game. Just a little bit of the game. This is the contract year for Gabe Davis, and he's playing like he doesn't understand it. Like,
I don't know what's going on with that. I'm clueless on that because I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. You know, you can't really like explain these things sometimes. Like, you know, it's just the times where we need him. It's tough. It's tough to see a receiver drop any kind of ball for real because it just sucks to even have that occur and you get scrutinized, you get judged. I'm talking about it goes crazy. You know what I'm saying? So really what you got to do is, I don't know, you got to hone it in. You got to understand that, bro, every ball that comes your way, it's a do or die. Especially here in Buffalo. It's a do or die. So when you do that, like you said, he let it get to his head last year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With all that going on.
Yep.
So all the noise. So I don't know, man. I mean, once you're the head of the dragon is off, everything is all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't.
Yeah.
How else? He needs. It's like two parts, right? It's an A part and a B part. If the A part not really giving me the vibes, what am I feeding off of? You know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough. So it's hard to judge a wide receiver. Jesus, it looks so. It is so tough for them. I get it. So it just sucks. It's just about like the luck of the draw, how good your hands are.
Let me answer this. Let me speak onto what you just said, and then we'll tackle that one. Here's my thing when it comes to Gabe Davis. When it comes to these players, period, right?
Right.
I don't know if, as a coach, you are coaching guys differently. So when it comes to Gabe and when it comes to Cook had a fumble. He got benched. Gabe Davis is performing like I don't know what, and got a fumble because it went between his hands and it was a catchable ball. He still's running out there like nothing ever happened. And I know you can't bench everybody, right? You can't bench everybody, but please, I just want this coaching staff to stop putting people in timeout. Because it seems like that. Go ahead.
Can I explain a little bit of that?
Yeah.
I feel like every person is different, right? I feel like the person that Cook is, they might have knew that benching him would put a little fire under his butt. That doesn't work for everybody, but it might have worked for Cook. And as we've seen, as soon as he got back in the game, he was going off.
And then almost fumbled again.
So he needs a little bit, but he didn't.
Right. It came right back to him because God said.
Because he was so locked in. You see what I'm saying? He was so locked in from the pass joint. He was like, it ain't no way. Let me grab that. Keep on going. So I felt like he was going balls to the wall. Like he was going crazy. And I felt like because of the benching, it gave him that motivation. It might not work for everybody.
Right. I get you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I definitely get you. John wants to know, do you think Gabe Davis is a 2? I've talked about this before. I do not think that Gabe Davis is a 2. I don't. I think Gabe Davis is either a 3 or a 3. I think Gabe is a 3. Me personally.
Now, when I look at it now, I don't think he's a 2 because he's not performing like a 2. They don't give him looks like a 2. So you can't be a 2. You know what I'm saying? If the other guys on the team are getting more looks than you and they're performing better than you, if anything, Kincaid's a 2.
Yeah, I like that. I like Shakir as well.
Right,
I mean,
Shakir's crazy. Yeah, Shakir's nice. I would give him that position, but I don't know, man. I mean, he's a big body. He's supposed to be performing well. It's just things aren't really mapping out. We have a little bit of the season left. So hopefully it works out. What's God to say? If we need a new coach next year, there's a shot. I don't. Bieniemy?
Yeah, Eric Bieniemy.
Okay. Oh, yeah. What a dope last name. Right. Let's start there. I know he's a great coach and everything, but that last name, I love it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about. Look, guys. Sean McDermott has a long leash, and I don't think Sean McDermott's going to get fired this season. I don't see it. I could be wrong.
Because the defense is performing well.
With everything going on, at least they're performing well. But also, too, the offense is letting them down. The defense is getting tired because they've been on the field for so long. So they can't hold up. They can't close games. Right,
because you think about it, you can't get him going because he's calling defensive plays and his defense is going crazy. So it's like, we're going to have to see. This OC movement, I feel like Joe Brady has a lot more energy that I'd like to see, right? Mm-hmm. I want to see you get in the game. I want you to see when the quarterback sits down, I want to see you right next to him.
Yeah. I'm trying to read some of these things.
On the field, going crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see because you gotta set the tone, man. You gotta bring the energy. You gotta feel the energy from the players. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. You know,
you don't have to read all
more energy. We need more love, baby. We need more.
We also need Josh not to turn the ball over 4 times, like you said.
That would be yes. I'm not
several times.
Several times. That's all I say about is turnovers. Like, we lock the turnovers down, we straight, man, but we cannot. And it seems like these out the gate turnovers are like just putting out the cigarette early. Like, it just
you know what? It's so crazy, Mike. So I did not see the first fumble because I was at my friend's house and we couldn't get the internet right. So I didn't see the first fumble. I thought that they had the ball.
Lucky you.
I didn't see it because
I almost cut the TV off, T. Like I was this close to be like, you know what, goddamn, I'll cut back on at halftime. Yes, sir, John. Like and share the pod. Appreciate you.
So then I went back, and then my friend said they had the ball first. I said, who? Because I said normally the Bills defer.
Defer. We're deferrers.
Yeah.
We're deferrers. We are the deferrers. And they were like, oh, I guess they're going to do like the Bengals did in the game and receive the ball. No, you let them get the ball.
Yeah. So I didn't even see it. And it was like, what game was that? The Jags game when he came out. Was it the Jags game or was it New England? When he came out and just threw the pick first. I think it was New England.
That was
New England, right? I think that was New England.
Was it New England? Or it was
No, it was New England. It was regardless of whatever, it was damn painful.
Right. And I've been trying to forget about it.
I said, so we're doing the rinse, repeat, all that, right? Same game.
It's like, the first thing I said to you, what is happening? And I just threw my head down. I said, this can't be. The Yips. Yes, Jill. That is the perfect description.
I'm not going to lie. The Yips. I like it.
Jill, I like it. If you don't mind, we might make that a reoccurrence. So
they might.
If they get the Yips again, we'll say it.
I'm writing it down.
Please write it down. I'm tired of this Yips. This Yips shit is crazy. I hate it.
Yips shit. Thank you, Jill. We appreciate
that. Thank you, Jill.
We can kind of move on from it, and it is, and we're gonna do the You Got It award. You got it. Anything at all. You got it. You got it. Anything at all. You got it. Did I put it up? No, I did not.
For
anybody that's
you sang that song, and I don't know if anybody heard you, unless it was just not me.
Oh, it's cool. I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
So for anybody that's just tuning in right now, this is again because we got some new people on our YouTube channel, and I want to thank you guys for always subscribing to that channel. But if you don't know, I'm T. That's Mike. And what we do here, we don't really talk too much of stats. We're not a stat-heavy type of a podcast. We're not a numbers type of a podcast. If you want those numbers, we have it. Don't get us wrong. We got it. Building Buffalo has those guys over there. Go over there and check out some content over there that they do stats. They're more stats than we are. We just talk about, the flow of the game, our thoughts, and stuff like that. But this part is called the You Got It. Mike, you can go first if you like.
And the award goes to...
It's hard to, I know. We got to do it regardless.
Okay. I would have to give it to Rousseau for getting I think it was our one and only sack on Russell.
No. AJ Epinesa got one too.
Oh, the last one. That was Epinesa, the last one. So Rousseau got a sack. That was a good one. And I'll just give it to him because I like Rousseau, because everybody else made me upset. So
I think we had 3 sacks that game. Let me check.
I don't know.
I know it was hard to follow.
Right,
it's one of those games that it was hard to follow. Let me see.
Yeah, I'll give it to Rousseau just because he's playing some good defense, man.
Wait a minute.
Makes sense.
Rap had a sack too?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Rap had a sack.
Okay, so Rousseau had a sack. Epinesa had a sack and a half. Rap had a half. I don't know how you do a half a sack. I guess you get the legs like at the top. I don't know. Yeah. So altogether there was 3 sacks in that game. Awesome. And we had a fumble return, which we haven't had a turnover since. The Giants. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but what's up, Kim? How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Yeah.
In the place to be.
What's up? So you got Cook, and mine was Cook too, Williams.
Right.
I had Cook as my You Got It. I could have had Benford too. So Cook had 12 touches for 109, and Benford had 5 total tackles and 5 assists, solo assists. 5 assists, I'm sorry, and 1 sack. So I could have went with either or, but I went with Cook because at the run game, here's the thing too, Mike. They were running the ball.
Well.
What happened?
That's my thing. We were running the ball well. I would have kept running it.
So my thing was when I watched the game, they had Murray out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is he starting? And mind you, I didn't see the fumble, but he was getting yards.
Yards. These dudes were getting huge chunks of plays. And it's just like, once you see that, you have to attack that weakness. The Broncos couldn't stop the run.
Their defense could not stop the run.
Mm-hmm. And then what it did was, at the times when we were running strongly, what it did was when we were running, and then it would open the room for a nice little throw, boom, and they had no wiser. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, that works. And then, like you said, to steer off of it is ridiculous. It doesn't make sense.
What was it? The last touchdown, they didn't even throw the ball. They ran the ball.
Yeah, the whole time. Pretty much the whole time. And I'm like, oh God, like what is going on?
That's why I was like, they were giving this game away. They were like, no, you take it.
No, you take it.
No, you take it.
No, I insist. You have it.
I mean, if you listen, it's all yours, buddy.
But because I can have it, but I also don't want you, because I'd rather you have it.
Right, and that's what.
And then it kept going back and forth, and I'm just like, I'm tired of both of y'all. All right, cut the TV off. I'm done.
Yes. Oh my God. Execution. Players' execution killed us. You're right, and it came down to the 12 seconds where it killed us the most. And not even that. Sean McDermott stated that they practiced that during practice. They did it 3 to 4 times during practice, and to have, I was like, wait. I said, oh, we done won this damn game. And then I seen the yellow thing down at the bottom. I said, you're a liar. You're a liar.
And I'm watching them play. I'm like, how? I seen nothing.
Right.
And then, like, 12 men on the field, and then I hate the announcers, but they pull the stats, and they go, hold on, give me a second now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, it is. I said, oh. They was like, yep, Bedard, 12th man. I said, this light-skinned one. You know what? I left.
Yeah,
I said, I don't want to hear no words from nobody. I just want to fight each and every one of you. And that's it. So I'm done. I was so upset. T, you can't make that up, T.
No, you can't.
How you, nobody seen 12? Nobody seen 12? You know who got to be out there. Why you out there? Who
so
is the
my
extra?
thing,
That's what we need to know.
Yeah. So my thing is, and they know who the extra is.
They do.
I don't know. I don't want to get into like. So how do you count it? Do you like 1? Do you shout it out loud? It's like 1, 2, 3. Like.
But you know, there's a coach that their responsibility is to count the people who go out there. That's the responsibility of a coach. So just saying that part, like, that's the thing.
And that's why people were saying also Sean McDermott needs to be fired as well.
Right.
I think his time will come. I truly believe his time will come. I don't think it's right now.
Cause we can't do with the dullness. You know,
we can't continue doing this.
I'm tired of seeing.
You know, it's like when you get to a place in your life, and then your friends are no longer your friends. It's like everybody can't go. I've moved on to the certain type of friends because I was there in my life. Now I've outgrown you.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. And you know what? This stint right here is going to show exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And as an optimistic Bills fan, I'm going to say we got rid of the roach, and now we're
Okay. Go ahead.
My bad. I'm just saying. It's an analogy. He's not really a roach. I just, it did sound rough. I said it, and I was like, ooh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, whatever. We're here now. But, we got rid of the roach. So now we're going to figure out, is the house really clean?
Is it really disinfected?
Is it
really exterminated? Is it really exterminated?
Did McDermott exterminate?
There it is. But, we got to move on because there's a game on Sunday at 4:25 against a rematch of the Jets. And, I mean, they got a shit show going over there as well. So, and they have beat us. They have beat us, though.
I think that we beat us that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
They were just there, but we beat us for sure.
Yeah.
The way the special teams played, and especially that last play, I'm surprised that the special teams coach is still here. Because you can't count, sir.
Here's why.
11.
Matthew Smiley should be fired as well. But here's why he's not. So, in order for Sean McDermott to maintain some type of rhythm or whatever, Smiley also has a lot to do with the staff and helping Sean figure out the game plan. So that's the only reason why Matthew Smiley is not being fired. He helps out Sean McDermott.
Okay.
So, if that wasn't the case, Smiley would have had a frown and he would have been gone.
Right.
That's the only reason. But let's go into this storylines going into the Jets. This Jets defense is legit. And you can argue, you can say it may be the best defense in the league.
They're pretty good.
You got Williams, you got Johnson, you got Huff, right? Deion's been playing well. And Brown has been playing well since the last time they've seen each other. If those two can hold up, I think our offense will be fine. And not even that, our offensive line, like I told you before, is good.
Right, they're solid.
Right.
Guy.
Might be better than, because you have snaps. It might be better than the first week.
Right.
So that's my positive when it comes to this game. Mm-hmm. My concern is Josh.
That's it.
He struggles. He struggles against the Jets. I don't know why.
Right. It's just like.
And that defense is good. Don't get me wrong. We know what it is, but.
Right. But we've seen teams beat them. So it's like, they can be beat. That's all they've been doing, is just getting beat. Like, they won a couple games, but they be getting slapped. So it's like, you know what? We're going to see. And it better work out because.
And here's another thing, though, Mike. This Jets team hasn't scored a touchdown since the Giants game. They've been scoring field goals.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah,
this offense side of the ball haven't scored a touchdown since the Giants. Okay, yeah. So.
That's deep.
Yep.
That's deep. But it seems like when teams are on the down, they kick us to go back up.
Right.
Right. And then we don't help.
No, we don't. We help them. We help them.
We double kick. We hold your other leg while you kick us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Who's the most second in the least amount of sacks? Who? The Jets? Jets is the least amount of sacks so far.
I can see that.
Okay, that's interesting.
I can see that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. But I think one position that they will have an advantage is interior. I think Ed Oliver should have, and should be able to have pressure up the middle because they have, I think it's a rookie center. I think it's a rookie that's playing. So the interior linemen, they should be, Ed Oliver should be able to eat this game. Should be able, because again, like I said, the O-line is definitely suspect, and Ed Oliver should be able to get his incentives. I did say that it's 33% chance that we make the playoffs.
That's a low number.
Yeah.
That's a low number.
If I told you the beginning of the season we'll be 5-5, you probably would have thought that Josh wasn't playing.
I'd have cussed you out. I ain't gonna hold you.
Second in division, have 5 losses, 5 wins. You probably like, oh, okay, Josh must be injured. He's not playing. No.
Right. I'm like, oh, you must be describing the Commanders. Like, that's not us.
Do you know we're tied with the Raiders? Do you know we're tied, I think, with Indianapolis?
Yeah, we're bad. The numbers don't lie. This is ugly. So we got the strong. If we can finish strong, we're just gonna take everything we have. Everything.
And people listening, I am not a super fan. I am not. I'll say this. I've been a fan for the Buffalo Bills, but I am not. I wasn't there when it came to the Super Bowls, right? I was there, but I wasn't watching the Bills as a fan. I was not attached I was not attached to the Bills like that. So I can remove myself, and I'm always going to be a Bills fan, but I can remove my emotions because I'm not like in coven to the Bills. Like that's just not me. I wasn't born into this Bills phenomenon, Bills Mafia. But I love my Bills.
I was.
And you were. So, yeah. So, I mean.
As you can see, yeah, I definitely was. So,
I get it.
Like I said, I could always take my emotions out of it because, like we've been here before. So it's like, it's something that you don't want to see. But I feel confident that we can get out of it, And,
do you
really
still think you can make the chance to? You still think that they can make it to this playoffs?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe we can still make the playoffs for sure. That's my belief. I believe so. I believe that we will make the playoffs, and that's all I can say.
I'll say this, and God, Jesus, and I still got to do the Torrance thing. So I'll do this. I'll do the Torrance, and I have 3 shots of whiskey in front of me if we make it to the playoffs, because I just don't see a path.
I see it, but they gotta see it. It's not about us.
Right.
It's not about us. Oh yeah, John, for life and the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Look at the past before the Bills game, just awful. There was no TD streak going for the Pats, and they put 29 on the Bills. Yeah, division games are tough. They really are. But the Bills I'm with you, Eric. Bills got to change something because these division games ain't getting no easier.
Division games are always going to be tough because we know.
Games, tough, man. We lost to what?
We lost against the Pats. We lost against the Jets, and
we beat Miami. That's it.
But yeah, that's it.
That's it. We lost to the 2 worst teams and beat the best team out of the 3.
So Thomas said that he thinks the Bills sneak in.
Yes, sir, Thomas. Yes, sir.
I tell you, the Bills sneak in because right now, and we're going to talk about around the league, and we're going to get to that, but we got to get to some keys too. So Watson is hurt.
Yep, out.
He's out. We need the Ravens to help us out today. So there's things that could happen to help us out.
Right.
So we need teams to help us.
Yeah. Sure do.
Yes. Good afternoon. Thank you for stopping through, Nick. I think I struck a nerve with people. Yes. My bad.
Yes, Joseph. I'm telling you, Joseph. Once a Bills fan, always a Bills fan.
I'm never not going to be a Bills fan. I'm just not. My fandom is not as far back as that. That's it. That is it.
Joe, the injuries have killed us.
Yeah.
And this is the second go around with this injury stuff. That is really, it's really just concerning, but yet deflating at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. So I just, for every game, I try to get a little prayer in, send a little joy.
Mm-hmm.
Back. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
And in the NFL, shoot, it's any given Sunday, and we've seen that time and time again.
Absolutely. But let's get into the keys to victory.
DJ Khaled. I got the keys. I got the keys. I got the keys. I got the keys. You know the goals, I'm plead the field. I know the judge, I'ma shoot him some chips. I got the keys. I got the keys.
We got keys.
There's keys here.
Keys to victory. Also, this too. The Bills have one of the hardest schedules left in the NFL.
It would be the second hardest.
First.
That's crazy. So either we're gonna have a miracle story, or we'll be, Will be, I don't even like to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Eric. But will be something. You know what I'm saying? The road to the playoffs will be tough.
Yes.
However, the Bills don't get blown out no matter the opponent and adversity the Bills are facing. Just execute. Scream it from the top of your house, Eric. Just execute. That's it. And I feel like if Joe Brady could bring us some nice energy and really turn the team up, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
With a in sync Bills team, you can't beat us. I don't care who you are. I think get this turned around. I'm excited for Joe. Injuries have killed the D. That's a fact. At the same time, they're still playing their game. Not top like we all way.
We all know.
Right, yeah. The offenses have been disappointing. Yeah, the offense just ain't been clicking, Nick. That's what the thing is. Yeah, and Josh got to get back to being Josh, eliminating the mistakes. And the mistakes is him second-guessing himself.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I hate that about him. I hate when he just don't. I hate when I feel like they're trying to put him in a box and he's like trying to cooperate with it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't like that. It don't look good on him. He just got fluid with being him. So
yeah, he definitely doesn't look like he's a happy camper out there playing football. But let's just get into some of these keys to victory. You want to go first because I know what yours are. What you could do them. You see
no turnovers. No turnovers. No turnovers. Please. No turnovers. And I don't know if you heard me. No turnovers.
No turnovers, guys. And that's been a big factor. Last game we had 4. And if you guys got some keys to victory, just let us know. You can put them in the comments. I said, this Jets team, this Jets defense is scary, but I mean, you can run on this team. I think that it has to be a simple game plan for Josh. Josh has to be patient. I know he came out in the presser. He said that the underneath game is not exciting, right? But you're going to have to go back to being plain Jane for a little bit, right? To get your footing. You're going to have to be plain Jane. You're going to have to take what the defense is giving you. You're going to have to take the short shots and just be plain and get the confidence again. I just want you to have a drive in your first drive to be positive. I don't want a 1, 2, 3 and out. I'm sorry. Call me crazy.
Yeah. And if it's not that, don't get deflated, man. For the whole game too. It's like you gotta brush that off, man. He's got to get better at that. And protect the ball. Go Allen's center. And T, how long we been talking about that? Right? You know what I'm saying? Like when he's under center.
Yeah. Same day.
I think it's scarier because he already got his feet going.
Yeah, you don't know what he's gonna do, right?
You don't know which way he's gonna go. You don't know if he's gonna curl out left. You don't know if he's gonna curl out right. You don't know if he's gonna hand it off. You have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I like that. Start fast, get points on the board. They will not be able to come back. I like that.
Rack it up. It up. We need them to get their hearts in the game again. That's right, Joseph. That's a fact. Like, it just seems like their heart's not in it. They're really deflated, and it's just we can't have that, man. We can't have that.
If Joe Brady could do pass action, do some pass action, please, and some motion on this line, it's going to be a different team. Put Diggs in the slot, like move him around.
Just like make it unpredictable for the defense.
Yes.
You know, and it's like they're more predictable.
Defensive players on the other side of the ball, I think he probably got a call, on the other side of the ball, stated that this offense was too predictable and plain.
Yeah.
That's a defensive player saying about this offense.
Right. It's just plain. It's just like you watch other offense play and you're like, ooh, that was special. Look at that. Like, I didn't see that coming. Like,
right.
And then with us, it's like, oh, we know exactly where you're going. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad. We should not be so predictable, people. And I feel it. Like when I watch other games, I'll be watching other games and I'm like, oh wow, their offense look kind of like, like special. They unpredictable. They doing mad wild stuff. And then I look at us and I'm like
same old play.
Especially now that we've dropped the 12 man because of Knox been out. We've been playing that old school Buffalo football, and you can see it. It looks just like it. And it's like, nah, I'm good on that.
They got to switch some stuff up. That's it. They just got to switch it up.
Yeah.
I've said this before that we've had a top top offensive line, and it's crazy. The year that you have the pieces, the year that we've all said, get Josh an offensive line, get him an O-line, get him an O-line. He has an O-line, and now the offense is going kind of shit. And you're just like, I just want all of that just to be together and in pieces. That's all I want.
Like, and I feel like, being an OC is like a game of chess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta be 4 or 5 moves ahead.
I want this to happen so bad. Hopefully he's there. Hopefully.
Eric. I've been dreaming about this. Do you understand me? Like, since the summertime, T. You remember?
I know. You wanted him in the summer. In
the summertime. And as soon as they said he was on the market, I said, I'll have that.
Yeah.
I'll have that one. Like,
you've been wanting Fournette for a while.
And you see the run game is getting dope, right? Let's develop on that. You put in Fournette, and for him, Lenny and Fournette, and then Murray plowing down, like, it's gonna be something. You know what I'm saying? Like
I like it. I do. Hopefully, hopefully we see something different.
And what's the delay on putting him in? I don't get that. What's the delay? I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Like, he's there. He's there, and he has shoes. He's got pants. He's got pads. Everything.
Yeah, he's got pads. I just want the team to go back to the way they were playing and blowing teams out. And I'm just saying,
we concur.
Us too. Us too.
Right? They signed Harrison Murray. I hope Harris is speedy recovery, but my reaction. Listen, and it sucks because Harris was going to have a bang out.
Yeah, I think Harris.
And we talked about that. He was going to have oh my God. There was definitely going to be some 80
plays for them,
running. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that guy, but
yeah.
And that's the thing. But I mean, there's a lot of people that we wanted to see play, and it deflates you when they get hurt.
I'm still waiting for a Hardy type of a game. I mean, to mix him in there. I know Sherfield got hurt. I think his ankle in that game. I just thought that Ken Dorsey didn't use the weapons that he had. A lot of people pick on him, saying that he ran out of Brian Dable's playbook because he didn't know what to do. And sometimes it seemed, and it looked like, does he know what's going on? Because if you're running the ball and you're getting chunks and you're still getting chunks, run the ball, then he would just stop it completely and be like, no, we're not running anymore. I'm like, but the run was happening, bro.
And I feel like if you're upstairs, you don't feel the energy,
And
that's what I think of it.
And also, too, Joe Brady came out and said he doesn't know where he's going to be, if he's going to be upstairs or on the field. So, and I
hope he's on the field, T.
Right,
honestly, I ain't gonna even hold you. I hope he's on the field. At least try it. At least try it. I feel like it's more beneficial if you want somebody from up top. Cool. If you want that view up top, they got laptops.
You don't have to read that. I don't believe in that.
But we need a real second wide receiver. We got them. We just don't.
Yeah. I don't think they're using them properly.
Right. No, not at all.
Our opinion.
Yeah.
We're going to get out of here soon. The biggest pissed me off was Ken.
Never came off. Right.
Yeah.
Right. No matter the situation, Nick, you would think if my first half is not going well, second half I'm on the field because I can't feel you guys and the energy that you possess or our lack of. I need to talk to y'all so I can see what y'all see, right? I can see from upstairs, but like, what do you see?
Right.
Well, how you feel? What do you think is going to be beneficial? I'll be sitting with Alan, like, what do you think? Okay.
Right. What are you seeing?
What are you seeing? Right? Mm-hmm. What do you see? What do you see? As soon as you sit down on the bench, I'm right next to you, family. All right, let's lay this out. Okay, we see them weak in this area. We about to expose them next time we get the ball. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should have that, right? If you're upstairs, and no, it's not the same.
We said this in the beginning of this pod that the beginning of this pod. My bad. Hold on, no, that's the wrong one. Okay. The beginning of this pod, we had spoke about leadership, about the fact that I never thought that Ken Dorsey was a good fit for Josh. And I'm a fan looking on the outside. I felt that Ken Dorsey was too meek and mild for Josh. I think you need an OC who will get in Josh's ass. And not saying to downgrade him or nothing like that. Just check him when it needs to be checked. We don't need he don't need a friend. I don't need somebody that I admire. I need somebody to be a guy that can tell Josh, you know you're fucking up, right?
I feel like after a good series, you need a solid chest bump from your OC after you have a good series. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of stuff. Like, that type of energy is needed in football, man. It's a rough sport. Long games, a lot of pain and anguish. So it's like, if you got somebody over there motivating you, pulling for you, working with you, actually figuring out what we need instead of what I think we need. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what Andy is. I have no idea. And thoughts on the OC, I don't even know, to be quiet. Everybody was saying,
who knows?
The guy from Detroit, I forgot his name, but I think that guy is once a head coaching job. So I don't know.
And there's gonna be a few of those open.
Yeah. You're so silly. You got that one out there. But thank you guys for stopping by. I mean, the interaction on this pod was great. All we can do is go, I guess, be along for the ride, because we have no idea what's going to happen on Sunday. It's
right here with y'all.
Ben Johnson, thank you, Ben Johnson. Yep. But I think he's probably going to be getting a head coaching job. He's getting a head coaching job. A young offensive mind. This guy, if you have not watched a Detroit game and seen the way that offense is running and how they put Matt Stafford as a top 10 quarterback now, shut your face.
Right. Like, you're doing something fantastic over there.
You got a prediction here? I love it. I didn't even do
Go Bills.
All right, 24-9. Go Bills. I like it.
I'll go right there with you.
All right. Go Bills.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, Eric, for stopping by. All right, Mike's going to get us out of here always. It's a Go Bills.
Yes, I appreciate everybody coming through. Bills Mafia, stand up. Bills in Buffalo Network. Once again, we show up and show out. T, we appreciate you as always. Listen, Bills fans, we need all the energy that we have, and then we need to go rent some, because we are in a spot that we need to uplift. So if you see the Bills fans anywhere, just give them a Go Bills, give them that head. You know what I'm saying?
John, thank you, John.
2 of these, throw 2 of these in just to build your spirits up. You know what I mean? So without further ado, listen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And without further ado, if you didn't know where you was, that's crazy, because it's in crazy red. But I'm Mike ST anywhere we at. We in the place to be. Shot 143. And this right here has been not your average podcast. Sitting in 716. You heard the name.
You heard it. And you see
Go
what
Bills.
John said. He said, go share and like before you sign off. I appreciate you guys.
Please
go
share,
over to the YouTube channel and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Oh, you got it. 31 to 10. I like it. If it happens, it happens. Go Bills. Peace out, y'all. See you next week.
This has been Not Your Average Podcast in the 716 with T and Mike, only on the Built-in Buffalo Podcast Network.
Here we go. Hey, everything on 3. Number 3. 1 on 1. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
not your average podcast.
God, that gets me going, man.
Do me a favor. Say a prayer in typical one. Go Bills.